Hey, you two. The Adams family started when Stomp Down folks farted. They all came out reap. The Adams family. Da 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 dum. Da 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 dum. Da 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 dum. Da 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 da. People, we're gonna talk here for a minute about this damn monster. They played the mash. They played the monster mash. The monster mash. It is a graveyard smash. They played the mash. It caught on in a flash. They played the mash. They played the monster mash. Wow. Hi, y'all. Hi, Tanya B. Tiffany Davis, Wild C. I just want to bring a few people's awareness up, people. When y'all are going over there and watching that Stomp Creature, you may get a giggle, a chuckle out of something out of it, child. But what we're doing is we are promoting this thing and we are encouraging this horrible behavior. Now, anybody who has run in with this stomp down thing, you all realize, of course, the ones who have not run across it yet, she'll get around to you. She's working her way. She's been making her way back to you, babe. Now she's going off on Dovie. But first, I want to discuss something else. There's a rumor going around that this thing had a camera slip on yesterday. It is not the truth. If you go to the Stomp Down page, I hate to encourage somebody to go over there, but we got to investigate and get rid of this thing. This is a cancer on the beef sector, right? Anyway, if you go down, I think you go back 2 or 3 days, the Stomp Creature posted a video and said, Stomp Down has something to say, right? The picture is of a person on there. First of all, why would he make every other video with no picture on it? All of a sudden now, this one is on it. This person, I guess going off on this Karma Kaboom person. This person, they're just from the South. That's all they got in common, honey. They're both apparently very gay, and they both are from the South. That's the only thing I can see. I went over and over and over. I don't see any similarities in their voices. But the Stomp Creature trying to throw people off, posting it like that's me. The Stomp Down got something to say. And then she plays this other boy's video. The dude's name is Clifford Alexander. Clifford Alexander. So let's wander over now because several people have made this distinction. In fact, someone sent me I ain't mad at you, baby. Somebody sent me a video of him this morning thinking that was him. Well, immediately I know it wasn't him. First of all, the boy is skinny as a rail. Secondly, he's showing his whole body, including his naked ass. Does that sound like Stomp Down? He's skinny. He's showing his whole body, his naked ass. He's admitting that he has sickle cell. Does that sound like Stomp Down? The voice is not his, right? But his name is Clifford Alexander. So here's what I want to do. Y'all know I ain't down with all the technology kind of thing, but I want to pull up his page and show you what that is. So I don't want y'all thinking that we didn't caught that thing and it's somebody else. She might be trying to play mind games and lead somebody in that direction, right? Clifford Alexander. I know it's the name because the video that was sent to me, had the person's page and the real voice and that same person talking, right? Let's see what his page says. Okay, here he is right here. Widen it up. Okay, this person, I don't know why YouTube hasn't taken it down yet, or maybe they will. This person has 131 subscribers. The Stomp Creature is boasting to over 2,000 now. I haven't looked over to see. He is his thumbnail. He's got no shirt on. He is thin. He has no breathing problem at all. There's no labored breathing. He's thin. He's talking about he has sickle cell anemia, so he's never been fat. So all these ways, the Stomp Creature said that she is only 25% black, right? So one has to wonder this obsession he has with white people. If you're 25% black, then what the fuck of the rest of the 75%? Right? Now, can I play some of this?
And
Voice.
I do not eat like that. I probably eat like one time a day, 2 times a day. I'm good. I mean, I'm really pushing. I don't, I like breakfast food, but I don't like to eat in the morning or when I first wake up. But
Hold on a second. I can't get that creature on my phone on my computer because I was wise enough to block it. But I can't get him. Oh, okay, I'm gonna show you something. We're gonna do it directly. Mm-hmm. So the fact that well, why can't you drop down and appear today? You know why? You and the rest of these bitches wasted their goddamn time about your goddamn door being kicked the fucking bitch. They ain't the fucking maintenance hoe. Oh, they got 100, 800, 1-800. That's the Stomp Creature. Here's
like I told y'all before, if you on my page and you follow, you subscribe.
Okay, y'all got it. This boy is laid up there. He got his finger in his ass. He's scratching his. He's butt naked, laid over with his booty up in the air. Ain't nothing stumpy about that thing. I mean, about that dude. I don't know anything about him, so I ain't gonna insult him. Okay, next thing. People, y'all have got to stop supporting this Stomp Creature. Now, she came on. She made her first 15 videos about me, right? Attacking me, repeating same old regurgitated shit. She follows people. She still hasn't shown anything about herself. This boy is showing everything about himself. I mean, everything, honey. The only thing left out of his video is his penis. Does that sound like Stomp Creature to you? No. He's dark skinned. That sound like Stomp Creature to you? No. He's skinny. He's not fat. He said he has sickle cell. None of there's nothing in common with them except from they both from the South. That's it. But when I heard that sample of the way that thing talked about Dovie this morning, bitch, for you to call. You don't call on here for assistance, Dovie. Call a goddamn 1-800 number, bitch. Mm-hmm. When the police officer came to you, bitch, he gave you a card. You see, there are different levels to this thing, people. You can't take a curb creature like this. This person, this wasn't probably even raised by somebody. Whether it was for foster care or some people who eventually threw him away at 12 years old, or we don't know what the situation is with that since they won't let any tell us any information about that. But that person is not a normal person. This is someone who's on the border of being put into a mental institution. She is just that intense, just that nasty, just that filthy. So for me to hear her go on and talking to this woman, Dovie, I don't watch Dovie necessarily. I know she's been around for a couple, 2-3 months. I don't think she deserves to be talked to like she's like this thing actually knows her or knows anything about her. But he's getting worse and worse and worse. And the only reason he's getting worse and worse is because people are continuing to listen to her. Now, I don't know why. Apparently, Kelly Love likes him or listens to him or posts some of his stuff or whatever. I don't understand that. But that person is not one of you. She's not one of us. That is a thing. That's just a thing. Is what that is. Nobody talks to people that way who they don't know, honey. Now, there are different levels to this stuff. Yes, we all come on here. We're all catty. And yes, gays and the women mixed together and kind of things like that, right? But it shouldn't be so offensive, so abusive, girl, that people can't even stomach listening to her. So the Stomp thing, which we strongly suspect, this is somebody who didn't make it through the transition. In other words, she's neither male nor female. She's hateful. She's nasty. She's bitter, and she is not ready for prime time, honey. And no other sector are going to have something like that talking to the women on their page, right? So why the beef sector is putting up with this thing? Because if anybody on here is supposed to be considered that F word, that nasty word that people use, that is it. right? She doesn't belong there or here. It's not a gay person. Half her insults when she's talking to gay people are about their health status and then about them being gay. And then when she's talking about women, so he hates women just as much as he hates himself. He hates the gays because everything he talks about are the gay subjects. Then he also hates women just as much as he hates the girls. I mean, hates the gays, right? So I think what should happen, what would be right, would make things fair if that woman Dovie's sons had access to his ass. But no, because he's a coward, because this is what he shows us, right? This is what he shows us, right? So he feels like he can come over there and talk to that woman any kind of way he wants to. This woman has got grown children. Did my light come back up? Oh, that messes up the light. Oh, I ain't doing that no more. Some of these women's husbands need to have access to his ass. But no, he comes on black screen and just says the most repulsive, disgusting, filthy ass things he can say. Now I know that my haters are going to say, or people are going to say, oh, you said that about Fight Monster. You said, no, I have never had the character of a Stomp Creature. If you're going to play the game, girl, you have to still maintain some level of decency. Decency. This gutter trash is like something you pull out of a goddamn dumpster somewhere. She just hits the streets and start running her goddamn mouth, right? This is the kind of thing they had to tase. Correct? Half the reads she wants to talk, everybody's on welfare. Everybody gets subsidy. Everybody, I guess she picked that up from her blog fall, Jay Wilson. Now he will accept her. He's the only one who does accept her. As a matter of fact, he's the one that told that thing to get a page on there, right? Because apparently she's had pages before, and she's become so disgusting wherever she goes that she felt like she had to come over here and she had to have someone to claim her. Can I say that I'm from the house of Jay Wilson? I just want to be clear. Okay. Are you my blood father? Bang! You fucking monster. You ugly bitch. Listen, when I heard on Deanna's page that they had uncovered the Stomp that girl, I was asleep. And my television came on, girl. And when I just heard that, I leaped to my feet. I was so excited to see, oh, they caught it. Like you got a wild creature in a damn African jungle, some goddamn where they've been looking for 50 years, and they finally caught it. They caught Bigfoot. Almost immediately, I could see that ain't her. That voice is so distinct. Hold on, I see you. Hold on, I see you. I see it. Called all names out. She calling their names out, exposing who was in her chat, right? Y'all need to get out of her chat. Y'all used to Squeenie. I did it. Did it, boom. Stop. Be good. Y'all need to say no. This is just too much for us, right? We can't make a place for you, bitch. You need to take your ugly ass, deformed looking face, girl, and take it somewhere else. I don't know where the fuck you get along with. I guess you can go downtown LA, some goddamn where, girl, where on Skid Row or somewhere where people will put up at anything as long as you got the $20 for the hit. And then she's supposed to be, is she supposed to be like a middle class person or something? She seems to be constantly concerned with other people's benefits, bitch. There's no reparations, bitch, right? So we get anything, girl, it's good. I say it's good. Everybody needs to step up. Everybody but you and Jay Wilson. Y'all the only ones don't need no help. Y'all ain't got no kind of history in your... Girl, I can't imagine you coming up with the Huxtables, bitch. I'm just telling you the truth. I don't know what kind of monsters would raise something like that and put that into the earth, but that is just too much for anybody. I just can't imagine why you guys are even looking at that. Because all you content creators, she is coming for you. She started with me. Everybody got a TT. I mean, let me know goddamn difference. I like breeding drag monsters. It would benefit me if I could see them so I can rip into their ugly ass face. But the point is, now he's going after every woman on here. And when he gets through it, he done told his woman, I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you, Dovie. I'm coming for you. Make your decision. Come on, monster.
The fact that you a garbage can drinking bitch, and your pussy is whack, and your face is fucked up, and your mouth is rotten, bitch, because you didn't even have the goddamn decency to brush your goddamn teeth and your tongue. You were too busy sucking down 40 ounces, bitch, and sucking down worthless ass nigga dicks. And I'm gonna deal with you.
Forgive me, Dovie. I don't want to listen to that. She goes on like that. A couple of days ago, it was Deanna Irving. She went all about that into her body parts and all this. If you are so grossed out by women's body parts, Stomp Creature, why did you attempt to become one? This is the question that Dovie's over there asking. You are so grossed out by women's breasts and how they hang, if they're hanging low, if they're dragging on the floor. You are so concerned about it, but yet you won't put eyeshadow on your ugly ass face, girl. You got all these pictures of drag queens, old drag queen from the 60s, girl. Obviously, that's where you came from, because what gay man is going to put all old ugly drag queens on his thumbnail, girl? And what woman going to put all ugly drag queens on the thumbnail? And what straight man is going to put all ugly old drag queens on the thumbnail? Nobody's going to do that, girl, but a person who is an old ugly drag queen her own damn self, right? So we can imagine what you must look like. You say you're 25% black, that means you're high yellow, a high yellow southern fat sissy, right? So if you are so offended by the attributes of a woman, why are you trying to be one? And why are you so failed? In my imagination, girl, you are somebody who's probably got work in your face, failed work in your face. Either you got one cheek up and one cheek down. I've seen that happen, you know, how the silicone falls in your side of your face and you're deformed for life, girl. Or you got the lips in and the chin out. Maybe you still got titties, except for now you're presenting as a man because you're trying to work on some job, some goddamn where. You're a thing, girl. Miss Thing. That's what you are, girl. And you are not ready for no speaking application. No. You're the kind of bitch you need to lock in a cage in the backyard. You're not the kind of dog that sits up under like my precious baby. No, honey. You are one of them kind of dogs you put in the backyard, in the back of the backyard, for security purposes only, girl. You're a Rottweiler, ugly motherfucker. And you gonna come over here talking about these women like this? That woman ain't did nothing to you, nigga. Who taught you respect? You don't have none. Is that the way they talk to your mammy in your house, girl? You worried about some other woman getting beaten. What went on in your house, girl? What produced a stomp down? What kind of a hellhole would you have had to have crawled out of, you stinking bitch? You need to go. People, I'm encouraging you. Don't look at that thing. Don't listen to it. Girl, I took it off my computer or whatever, but when they start talking about that was him this morning, I said, oh no, honey, that ain't her. And I don't want us to give up the search. Don't give up the search yet. She might have threw that person on there thinking, oh, that kind of sound like me a little bit. This is Stomp Down talk, girl. And then she went immediately back black screen again. So because there wasn't no camera slip. There was nothing slippery about it, honey. The boy came on full face, full body, butt naked is what I saw. If you go to his page, Clifford Alexander, you'll see that ain't him. So we will not give up the search. But you got to go, bitch. You got to get your stinking, funky ass back in the hole wherever you crawled from, girl. Eventually, it's going to be revealed why you have lost so many channels that you did not dare show your face on YouTube nowhere. They say you've been around for years, bitch, and yet you keep taking your page away. What is this? Oh, Lord. This damn computer start now is printing up my words. Is that Alexa or something? Get out of here. Good morning, people. How y'all do? I hate to address that bitch, but I just don't. I hate it. I mean, it just made me so angry hearing the way he spoke to that woman, right? And if it made me angry, I'm sure that her children, her kids, would be even more angry, right? Right? But we don't know who it is because it's just a blank screen, right? We don't know where she lives. We don't know what her name is. We don't know where she works, what she do for a living. We don't have no idea what she look like. We don't know shit, right? And she want to come in here and tell all this shit about people. Bitch, if you want to be a ghost, be a ghost. Ghosts don't talk. Ghosts do not talk, honey. Shut the fuck up. As long as people find that interesting are worth going on. And certainly don't put your name in the chat, because she always calls out who, right, to link you all to her. Hi, Bianor. Hi, Elsa. Hi, I see you. And she calls on each one of their names, right? And that attaches them to her. They said, no, now. So we know who's over there watching her, right? So she's already throwing you up under the bus before you even get up on the curve, honey. Right? And she seems to want to go through every single person on here. Correct? Most vile, disgusting things. Vile for a gay person, vile for a straight person, certainly vile for a woman. And you guys are putting up with it. You're encouraging her. We cannot encourage her. She must go. She has to go. Hi, RJ Supreme. He's a Fallout, Stomp Creature, and Jay Weasel. She fell out of all the rest of them, did she? Wasn't her and her and Chopper one day bosom buddies at one point? You see what she did to her? Tracy, who was supposed to be Tracy, you see how she came for her? Stalked her. Livia the Oracle, she said she's been on her tail for 4.5 years. What kind of sick motherfucker is this, nigga? But you better be real careful about the ones you stalk, though, punk. Because they had a rumor saying that, oh, Stomp Down got a picture of you in front of your building. Well, girl, if she's close enough to photograph me, why not approach me? All I need is enough time to tie my dog to a post. That's all I need, bitch. You ain't gonna confront no man. You ain't gonna confront nobody. And a lot of these women, they've got brothers and children and husbands. And if any of them people, girl, ever encounter you motherfucking coward, if anybody gets access to you, bitch, you're done. That's why you reacted so strongly when you claimed to be that boy's abuser. Oh, I was what did she say she was? I was the social worker. I knew the case, and he was fucking me. And all I heard was the boy. I'm not familiar with him, whatever his name, Blue Phoenix thing. All he said was, oh, you were there? Yeah, that is you. That's you. You're Stanley. So why would you react to him when he agreed? All he's doing, agreeing with you, bitch. You said you were there. Okay, you were there. I agree with you. Disgusting ass punk. She's going to get worse and worse and worse, girl. And people, we have to take a stand. We going to say, yeah, we put up with a whole lot of shit over here, girl, but we're not putting up with everything or anything. That bitch is a demon. That is a demon. The Bible talks about those. Ask them what is his name. We are many. They're still roaming the earth. Tiffany Davis. Hi, Almond Brown. Almond Brown, you gonna read today? No pressure, no pressure. I'm just asking. Cabbage Patch. Hi, Cabbage Patch Kid. Renee, Michelle, RJ Supreme. You can't wait till the Stomp Creature falls out with the weasel. That's silly ass punk. He's such a fucking coward. His own damn self. Oh, I ain't got no problem with Stomp Down. I ain't got no problem with Queen Vivian Jennings, queen of all the women that I've encountered since I came on to YouTube. Let's say a whole tube. Vivian Jennings is a person with the least amount of personality. She has no persona at all. So how is this Queen Vivian Jennings, Queen, the sounding board, girl, the shit where you bounce all of your bullshit off of. You used her channel, you used his channel first for your introduction. he moved you quickly over to her channel. You use that as long as you can get it, right? Because that was the only way you had confidence in presenting yourself, because you have a relationship with YouTube, girl, right? And you had to bury yourself, girl. So you want to make sure you were good and buried, but then you started branching off now. So now you can get off of Timothy Blaine and his sex life 30 years ago. You go and move on to other people now. So now she's just knocking them out every 2 or 3 days, girl. Saying the most disgusting shit imaginable. Mm-hmm. Let me see. Morning, let's give attention. He's been crying for all weekend. He's begging for the attention, all right. All money is not good money, honey. She always talking about how everybody else on welfare, they on Section 8 and all that kind of shit. Yes, she got her punk ass on her now. She followed in the steps of Wilson. Now she making 3 and 4 and 5 videos a day. You think I'm lying? The evidence is there, girl. 3 and 4 and 5 videos every single day. But yet she's so well off. And she got a home. And she got all she got, like somebody gives a fuck. But yes, she got to be on here night and day, girl. Insulting people. See, Stomp Down, I can insult people. Right? Deanna, she can insult people. James, he can insult people. The Fire Monster, she can insult people, right? We can do it. You can't. Well, it ain't fair. It ain't fair. I should be able to say whatever. I don't know, bitch. What I told you was, we can. You can't. You don't know how, right? You don't know that you have no breaks, girl. Right? Your mouth is too lethal. It's too nasty for even the worst of people. Right? So why don't you go out there and find a sector who is as nasty as you and filthy as you, right? And so scandalous as you and so hidden as you. Why don't you go find that kind of sector? You know why you don't find that, Miss Fire Monster? Not Fire Monster. You're a different kind of creature. I'm talking about this Stomp Down creature. You can't find people like you because there are no people like you, nigga. Ain't nobody like you, girl. You don't talk to women like that. That woman's got kids. You don't speak to her that way. How dare you, girl? Bang. Can't even call you a girl. So hidden. I bet them goddamn one cheek's down here, one cheek's up here, girl, from botched surgeries. She wipes old people's ass for a living only because that's only one-on-one. She ain't got to deal with no other employees. Because how long will she last on a real job, girl? She has so much to say about other people's employment, where they work, they work. Oh, I'm paying the taxes. I'm paying, girl. I can't imagine how many jobs would deal with such as you. There couldn't be very many, girl. It would have to be a thing where you're working alone. Those old people in their 80s and 90s, girl, they can barely wipe the slobber from their mouth, right? They ain't gonna be able to have no energy to be calling and reporting your punk ass, bitch. That's the only reason why you would be on any kind of job, right? If you had to work with one other person, girl, it wouldn't last a week. You disgusting pig. I'm with you, Dovie. Don't think you got to go over there and fight that thing either. We're gonna only way you're gonna get rid of that monster is to blank her out. When she can't get no coffee, I can't get no coffee money. I can't, girl. As long as if y'all stop giving her money, she'll go away. She'll bore herself to death talking to herself. She'll go out. She'll create a different name, try to come back again. She's been trying for years. They tell me. Jay Wilson, you over. You got to go over there. You got to give him a coin. You got to put a coin. Anybody that checks Jay Wilson or calls him out on any of his bullshit, girl, they supposed to pay him now. This is his new thing. You got to put a color with it. You got to put. I'm gonna block you. Jay Wilson. I know you think you're the hottest ticket in town, and everybody wants to be on your chat. Who gives a fuck if you block them, girl? What the fuck is that? I'm gonna put you out. I'm gonna put you out. So what the fuck is that, girl? What? Nothing from nothing leaves nothing. You gotta have something if you wanna be with me. Don't you remember I told you I'm a soldier in the war of poverty. You gotta have a little something, child. Still begging. Oh, I don't beg. I don't beg. Put a point on it. Put a color on it. In other words, you go over there and say whatever you want to say to him, girl. Long you pay him. Just give me the money. Just give me the money. Oh, your mama's a whore. Oh, give me the money. Just give me the money. That boy is so disgusting. Well, she came out of the house. Will I be able to say that you're my blood father? Girl, if you ain't found your father by now, bitch. The nigga say he's 54, but since you lie about everything else, why would she tell the truth about that? If you don't know him by now, you will never, never, never know him. Ooh. All the times he's rejected you, you should understand him like he understands you. Nigga, if you ain't found your daddy by now, give it up, girl. You 57. Let me see. If you 54, then he had to be 74, right? Well, I don't know. You sound like you're from pretty skimpy beginnings. Y'all probably had babies at 13. So let's just say he's 70 years old. Girl. If he ain't claimed your black ass by now, Miss Dane, give it up. You always got to have a vlog father and a vlog mother and a house mother, and you got always trying to attach yourself to somebody, girl. And the only one you could find you could attach yourself to was Queen Vivian Jennings. Girl, she didn't even have 1,000 viewers till you came along. Still looking for a daddy. What was her need though? Because he kept kind of say, I guess you could say that. No. I want to be clear. Am I from the house of J. Wilson? Why does he need somebody to claim her? What is that thing background even, child? I know one goddamn thing, boy. You said you came to my apartment and you took a picture. You can do that with Google Earth, honey. All you gotta do is zero in the house. If you had Google Earth, is not immediate. So, like, if I'm out in front of my house right now, you won't see me in front of my building right now, right? But if you go to Google Earth and you put in the address, they'll zoom in, and it might be a 2 or 3 day delay, right? But it's still the same people going in and out of the building every day. So whatever. If you want to put that much time into that, girl, you can take a picture like that, right? But as far as you saying that you have come all the way to California and you have scoped out where I live in the heart of San Francisco. It ain't that hard to find, honey. And you gonna tell me you took a picture of me? Nigga, why not walk over? Just hey, my name is Stomp Down. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, bitch. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, girl, you're bleeding all over your new outfit. Let me help you. Boom, 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 boom. Beat your punk ass, bitch. That's all you. That's what you deserve, girl. That's all I got for you, girl. I am not worried about no Stomp Creature taking no pictures of shit. You can get close enough to me. whatever. Let me not get vulgar, honey. He's on his last leg. I think a nigga might be jacking off. If y'all can't prove that this boy got COPD, you know, that's another thing about this other guy, this Clifford Alexander. He admitted that he had sickle cell. I like people like that myself. Talk about something real, honey. Because there are other people out there going through the same thing, girl. Maybe I just identify with them. I am not alone, right? I admire people like that. I don't like these ghosts. Anyway, what was I just saying? It'll come back to me. It'll come back, track, do it again. He'll turn around. She looks like she's just an ugly old failed drag queen, girl. That's all that is, child. Probably thought she was transgender, didn't even know if she was transgender. It's like that motherfucker in The Silence of the Lambs, right? He believes he's transgender, But he's not. He's not, because you couldn't speak to women like that, girl, and actually have any kind of admiration for women. You hate them. The way you speak to women, strangers, people you don't even know, and every day is a different one.
I wonder why is it that I have a clean and clear, block list, but I can't get a bitch to show up. I can't get.
Is her name bitch?
As soon as they don't qualify for some more pills in their mouth, as soon as they don't qualify for another wheelchair that they don't need, as soon as they don't qualify for some therapy that they don't need, bitch, you done with them. And then they come back to whoop your motherfucking ass. They come back as the drunk bitch that you set up and set up for.
Okay. That's somebody who loves women, want to be a woman, relates to women in any kind of way. The only thing he relates to is Queen Vivian Jennings. Why? Because she looked like a man. So she just as confused as he is. He want to be a woman and she want to be a man. Lord have mercy. Then they both in denial. Happy New Year. Hi, Tammy Adams. Tammy Adams. Happy New Year, Uncle Tim, and everyone in the chat. He's not one of us. He's just a thing. That's what she is. She's a thing. That's not a gay boy, right? That's not a woman. That's not a man. So what is it? It's a thing. It's a thing. She probably thought she was transgender at one point. She might have titties and jawbone. She always talking about jawbone. So it kind of tells me that there's something going on with her face. She's monstrous, but she doesn't really belong anywhere, right? She doesn't have any affection for the homosexual community, or she wouldn't go on and say these filthy, nasty things about AIDS, which really impacted our community for 30 years, right? So she doesn't belong here. I know she don't belong there, and she ain't no woman. You she always say, you a ugly woman. You a ugly woman. How you gonna call somebody a ugly woman, bitch? And you it's in a black screen. Girl, you calling everybody else a ugly woman. And here's your picture. Girl, you don't get out of my face. Be quiet, baby. You can't get her. I know you wanna. You want to get them ankles? No, them ankles full of poison. I think she's big. I think she's big and yellow. She biracial, so she hate white people. The way she talks about white people, girl, it must be a difficult life for you, Miss Thing. You over there with the getting white cock. You're over there. Diana dancing in front of white people in the room. There's a white man over there. Look at the white people laughing. Girl, this thing is so conflicted and so miserable. So you don't like the black people. You don't like the women. You don't like the gays. Who do you like? You have a chihuahua in there, you said? Girl, is the only thing on this planet you can get along with is the chihuahua? Is the only way you can increase your income is by coming on here and being a ghost, bitch? Is that what it is? Because you sure seem awful hungry. 4 and 5 videos a day. Breaks my heart to see people still going over to see you. We're gonna have to come into to the agreement. You'll say something eventually to be so grotesque that everybody will just walk away. Where you talking about that woman's children, grown children and stuff, girl? I bet them niggas want to kick you in your ass. If I could just because you get a hone in on that motherfucker, girl. So you have went through your whole life, girl, fearing for your life. Maybe that's why you have to be hidden. So you one of them drag monsters, girl. You got probably put out at 12, because obviously you hadn't been raised by anybody. You probably got put out. You're in them hard ass streets. It was hard times. Them hard ass streets. Them niggas was chasing your ass down, and you was running for your life, right? So you learned early on that if you were going to survive in this world with your mouth, your personality, you are going to have to stay hidden. No one would ever be able to hone in on where you live, even, nigga. But somebody out there likes you. That was David Bowie. Somebody knows that voice, girl. It is so distinct. I don't know if you can even hide it, right? Somebody. So when that somebody, whoever it is out there in YouTube land or the regular world land or wherever you're from, somewhere in the South, somebody's gonna get pissed off at your punk ass, right? And then we're gonna get the real deal, honey. The real deal, bitch. Because you piss people off everywhere you go, right? I know you're only working with probably one person, old people and stuff like that. So they're not going to be the one to identify you, but there's somebody in that office, somebody in your grocery store, somebody you done cussed out on the street. Somebody is going to work their way over to the beef sector, and they're going to hear that voice. They say, I know him. It's going to be all over, bitch. So get all the coffee money you can gather. But all things come to an end, baby. What goes up must come down. Spinning wheels gonna spin your ass around. She loved me to talk about a punk ass. Now she can make 5 and 6 more videos. Well, fight me like a man, bitch. Although you're not. You're neither male nor female. And leave that older lady alone. She's on here just trying to have a little fun, have her channel. Leave that person alone. You don't talk to people like that, ignorant, stupid ass nigga. They ain't came for you. Asha Education, Candy Jones. He sound like the guy that was on Jay Wilson panel a few days ago. He hit the link, I think, a subscribe. He hit the link as a subscriber. That sound like the Stomp Down. I think we would recognize that voice if we heard it somewhere, though, Candy. I mean, I'm sorry, Asha. You know we're gonna look into it, though. See, as long as these punks can keep us looking into stuff, then we still be going over to their channels. I thought it was Mark. The voices of it. Mark sounds like, oh, Jake Wilson fucking drag queens. Oh, that's interesting. Mark sounds like a drag queen. I thought I could get a little pudgy little boy, a little mini me. I don't remember him sounding like that, honey. I don't think I can forget that voice. You subscribe and share. Let me see. Hi, precious angel. Happy New Year. Neither male nor female. She's not. That thing is a thing. That's a it. That is a it. And that's somebody who never even were able to transition into what, right? If you're a trans woman, then you are at some point, you have a goal, right, to move towards a female or a trans female, right? You want to become a T.S. Madison or somebody like that, right? And if you are, well, if you're just a gay boy, you just be gay, right? But this is a person, it's like they were somewhere on that path, because it doesn't even sound like just a drag queen, because a drag queen can just be a gay boy. I could be a drag queen. Not that I'll be all that pretty a drag queen, but I could be a drag queen, right? That's totally different than a trans person. I get the impression this person has attempted to be a trans person at some point, and he might be the victim of many botched plastic surgeries, is why he's so hideous and so hard to look at. Either that, or he's just afraid because he's been running his whole life. He's just been running. Because of his personality, people want to hurt him. Now, I take a chance. I take a penitentiary chance for somebody like him. There's no way he could be in my presence. You know, you want to wear the name Stomp Down, bitch? I will put Stomp Down all over your face, girl. You ain't got to tell nobody no more about you being stomped down. They will look at your face and see my boot print in your goddamn mug, nigga. Imprinted in your mug, bitch. And say, oh, she stomped down, girl. Ooh, she got a stomp down, bitch. So it'll be good to watch her demise. It's got to happen at some time in 22. The bitch said she was only here for a temporary time. And many of us said, oh, glory. She going. Yet here she is. She's going, 5'8" going, Milson going, they all going, girl. And here they are. This is the best money the bitches has ever known, girl. The best recognition. Got to build a personality as a ghost. Ain't that a bitch? If I'm gonna be famous, nigga, I'm gonna be famous for myself, not a ghost. Tell me, have you seen her? Why, oh, why did she have to leave and go away? Oh, yeah. Oh, I've been used to having someone to lean on, and I'm alone. Baby, I'm alone. Oh, pop, pop, pop. I walked through the park many times. I forget the words. I was watching over the weekend. I was watching some of these old unsungs. They're great. Who I watched last night? I was watching Sly and the Family Stone. I mean, I've seen them all, but it's fun to watch them where some of these people who we knew as stars then, what happened, you know. A lot of times they end up in tragedy, but not always. Sometimes the people are still around. Got my lighter swinging side to side. Oh, thank you to all the loyal subscribers. Would you please hit the like button? Thank you. I see her face everywhere I go, on the street and even at the picture show. Have you seen her? Tell me, have you seen her? Seen her? Why, oh, why did she have to leave and go away? Maybe the bitch is burned up. Maybe that's why she don't show her face. I think one of them some of them surgeries that happen in them garages, you know, them pump parties and things, you know, pump this cheek too big and pump this cheek too small. The old people whose ass, I mean, they can't tell the difference. They can't see, so they're not as terrified. But if you put something like that in customer service or put that in retail, or I can't imagine her being able to do anything more than that. But you couldn't put her in a hospital somewhere. You scare people. You scare the staff, honey. People don't have the kind of time when they're running businesses to be constantly having to take time to explain you, the Stomp Creature. Don't look at me, bitch. Don't you look at me, you funk ass bitch. Look at your goddamn. All that old bullshit, girl. Where could you work? Girl, you have to be, the best you could be is a security guard in like a junkyard or something. A junkyard dog. Somewhere where nobody else is going to ever encounter you or be around you. That's the only thing you could do, girl. Monster. I bet she was grateful when they said you got to wear a mask, honey. I bet that bitch jumped for joy. I can go out to the supermarket. I can go out in public without people looking at me. Mm-hmm. I'm Nicole Reloaded. And Soul Sister. I spoke to Soul Sister this weekend. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, moderators. I missed you guys. So you two are in here? Okay. Yeah, I just had to come on, honey, and give my opinion about what I heard with this thing. Every time you look over there, you can't ever really watch that stuff. But people send you over there, you know. And then every time I hear that damn thing, it's actually getting worse and worse and worse. She said, "I'm going for the rock gut, honey. I'm going for the one that know that she's going for the build an audience out of people." There are only a certain amount of people who can deal with us watching the Stomp Down to actually think that stuff is humorous, right? She's trying to cultivate that audience, right? She is under the impression that she is going to be like the Pie Monster, who the Pie Monster has cultivated a group of people who will support her in all of her endeavors, right? The Stomp Creature seems to be under that impression that if she can just keep it low, keep it nasty, keep it low down, she will be able to cultivate a certain group of people, right? But she makes the mistake of calling out their names, because even the people who are looking at you, they don't want to be identified as looking at you, the Stomp Creature, right? So by you calling them out, girl, makes them not want to go over there. I would certainly not want to be identified with something like you. Only the J Monster, the J Wilson. He came out the bushes. Oh, stomp down, ain't he ain't fat, he ain't ugly, he ain't girl. You telling me what the fuck is ugly, nigga? Yeah, it was nice talking to you, soul sister. Hi, Michelle Hawley. As another day comes to an end, Big Z, I'm looking for a letter or something, anything that she might send. All the people I know. Are you on the line, brother? Have you seen her? Did you know that Walter Lee is still selling prayer cloth? Walter Lee does not sell prayer cloth, brown cocoa. Walter Lee don't even believe in Jesus. No, he ain't into the church at all. He is very adamant. He is raised Jehovah's Witness, and Walter Lee Hampton is not into no church. So you're talking about the J. Wilson? They over there claiming, oh, we didn't make no money on the prayer cloth. We didn't make no, it was a public service, right? So shouldn't you be giving them out free then? You said they make no money on it. And J. Wilson, what was your cut? Because your cut was not going to be encompassed by the shipping and handling, right? And your cut was not going to involve the buying of the cloth. And your cut was not going to be pay for the stitching in it, right? So basically, Vivian Jennings did all of that work on whatever her $5 out of it was. And then she put the rest of the $10 back into it. Is that what you're saying? I don't understand what you're saying. There's no profit. We didn't make no profit. I bet he made his profit because he wasn't doing nothing. It was all on you, Vivian Jennings. And you got over there trying to impress that fool. He cleared off whatever he can get off the top, girl, and let you take on all the responsibility of stitching them and buying them and sending them out and doing all that kind of shit. He said, Vivian Jennings, you do that with 5. I'm going to take 10 for myself. I'm real. He said, I'm real. Sissy. I ain't a scam. I tell you, I'm gonna rip you off. I'm the one that told you I was gonna rip you off. I said I'm gonna send half to the school and half to me. That child has got a real contempt for humanity, honey. He really believes that people are so stupid, girl. He really believes they're that stupid. That's why he chose ministry. He thought he could get over. Jay Wilson, you are 2 years old. You have studied in ministry and in the arts of manipulation. Don't you think you should have started your own church by now? I mean, that's really what a pastor does, right? Don't they build their own congregation? Yeah, sometimes they can be hired by the congregation. They come in, kind of take over and get the money, something like that. But the majority of them, they build the churches, right? That's why we can only hate on them so much, because even though they are making a lot of money at some point, they didn't start off making a lot of money, right? They had to build the congregation, girl. Shouldn't you have built your own church by now? Stop going around calling yourself a pastor, girl. Build you a church. Were you under the impression that that's what YouTube was going to be? Did you really believe that you go to come here and grow an audience? Jay Wilson said he hadn't had no time. He working man. He ain't had no time to get a Sunday service no more. He had no time. Then he go on for 2 hours, girl, starting mess at 5 o'clock yesterday morning on a Sunday morning. You ain't got no time for the Lord's word, right? And the Lord's work, but you got enough time for the mess, bitch. He's another one, 2 and 3 videos a day. Timothy was Scott Thorson uncut. I don't know. I never saw that boy's dick. I was in jail with him, but I don't think we just whooped out our dicks and showed them to each other, bro. We wasn't friendly. I just was there with him. Baby. Your Uncle Tim is not one of them people who really got to just see one. Ooh. I want to see it. Brown cocoa. I'm not sure what they're trying to do. Whoa, what's Brown Cocoa up to? Brown, oh, he just being silly. Don't pay no attention to Brown Cocoa. He likes to come over and ask about. He likes he remembers everybody I've ever mentioned, every celebrity I ever mentioned though. So he's just having some fun, but Stomp Down is not his son. Hold me tight. Woo! Okay, so we saw you. We see you, Brown Cocoa. You stop acting up. Let me see. Got my song. Okay. Have you seen her? Soon as I get offline, all these songs come back, right? Oh, I should have sang that. Oh, I should have sang that. Oh, I should have sang that. When the music comes back to you. Mm-hmm. While I was watching Sly Stone. Now, Sly Stone was a handsome guy in his youth. It's amazing when you see, because all of these people, I mean, we all get old. We get big and we get gray and we get bald and we get all this stuff. But he was a sexy guy as a young person. Sly Stone. One child grows up to be somebody who just loves to learn. J. Wilson. Another child grows up to be somebody who just loves to burn. Timothy Blaine. Mama loves both of them. You see, it's in the blood. Both kids cutting around. Blood thicker than the mud. It's a family affair. It's a family affair. Yeah, Sly got to be strange looking as an older man. I am glad that Coco Brown, you're really on one. Why you got all these videos, all these posts, man? You were on one this morning. Looking like a doctor or somebody in there with those glasses. Wanna take you higher. Oh, other one I watched was Jill Scott Heron. I didn't realize that Gil Scott Heron, he did two of the songs that I sing on here all the time. Not only did he do Junkie Walking in the Twilight, long, long way from home, he also did the other one, See That Sister, Sure Look Fine, before she started drinking wine from the bottom. Preacher man tried to help her out, she done cussed him out, hit him in the head with the bottle. Don't you think it's a crime when time after time friends of mine are living in the bottom? I didn't know he did both songs. I heard that song, Junkie Walking in the Twilight. I heard it sung by, I think, Nancy Wilson or somebody. All right. It was interesting. It was a sad story, though. He actually ended up on the same stuff that he was singing about all those years. Or crack, something like that. It could happen to anybody, people. If you mess around with dope, you can get hooked. Don't think you're special. Ain't nothing special about you. You mess around with dope, you shoot heroin for 2 weeks, your ass gonna be a heroin addict. So he got caught up. And unfortunately, that's the way he passed. He's a great poet, though. I guess they would call that spoken word today. A spoken word artist. That Jill Scott Heron song, baby. He had a few of them. He had a few hits. Brown Cocoa, they're not taking you out of the chat. I'm putting you on silence in my mind right now. All right, you guys. I hope y'all year is starting off right. It's starting off good. I woke up so happy this morning. I woke up 5 o'clock in the morning to take the dog out, right? I wake up 5, got to get him out by 6. So I heard Deanna, sometimes she's on early in the morning. And when she said that she had found him, I said, whoa! I stopped everything. I stopped getting dressed, go and turn the computer on. I had to get that story. I was so disappointed when it wasn't him. So I was gonna start picking about everything, girl. But when I saw that man laying across that mattress, butt ass naked, child, showing not only his face, but his voice, his everything, my everything. You're the first, you're the last, my everything. As long. Happy New Year's, people. Let's pray for a better one. Although my last year was pretty good, it can always be a little bit better, a little taste. I've now started chapter 5 of the sequel to Murder in the Beef Sector. It's going to be something like Clout, but I got to make it look, put a hatchet through it or something, make it look murderous. Goodbye, guys.